be upon that legendary letter in the locker. From loneliness to love, written between locker doors. The story begins with the introverted girl, Irene, who seemed to have no friends, at least none who truly spoke to her. So, she was lonely most of the time. As Valentine's Day approached, the school filled with decorations of pink ribbons, paper hearts, and quiet excitement. She, however, disliked love, not because she did not understand it, but because she had watched it hurt too many people. On Valentine's Day morning, she decided she would not go to school at all. Yet fate, in its stubborn way, almost forced her to attend. The hours passed in silence, and she spent the day alone, which only deepened her irritation. Out of boredom, she walked to her locker to take out her diary. But the moment she opened the locker, something unusual caught her eye. Inside lay a letter which kinda looked like a love letter upon her diary. She froze in surprise. Who would give this to me? Did I do something? But I don't remember doing anything. Her eyes then fell upon a large, heart-shaped box of chocolates. At first, she told herself she would not read the note, nor take the box of chocolates. But curiosity, quiet and persistent, persuaded her otherwise. She opened the letter. The note said, "Go to the library. In the 64th row, you will find a book. Open it to page 58, and there you will discover another message. Read it carefully. For Irene." She frowned in confusion. Come on. It's probably just a silly prank, she thought. Why would I walk all the way to the library and tire myself for nothing? She shut her locker and returned to class, but the note refused to leave her thoughts. It spun in her mind through every lesson, every minute. She herself started questioning herself why she's even thinking about it. Later, when she came back and opened the locker again, everything was exactly where it had been, except for one thing. A new note lay on top of the heart-shaped chocolate box. Uncover the mystery. Believe me, it will change you. Her breath caught. This was no ordinary prank anymore. She tried to resist, but it was useless. Curiosity made her go. She went to the library and followed the instructions exactly. Finding the book took longer than she expected, but eventually, her fingers closed around the worn spine. Her heart thudded as she opened it and flipped to page 58. Another note waited for her. You don't need to tell me. I already know you need a friend. Maybe I can offer you one or more than one. For now, follow just one instruction. Keep a spare diary in your locker. As for this book, read it. You'll find motivation inside. That's all for today. I hope you're looking forward to what comes next. She stared at the page, her chest feeling oddly tight. Whoever this was, they knew her far too well. She didn't want to keep an entire diary in her locker, absolutely not. So instead, she slipped in a single sheet of paper. Just enough space to write the 𝘂𝗪𝗁. That should be more than enough, she thought dryly. The next day, she walked up to her locker, completely forgetting about everything that had happened the day before. But the moment she opened it, her eyes froze. A single line had been written on the paper. How was the book? Instant irritation flared inside her. And honestly, it made sense. It was like drinking tea, without sugar for months, getting used to the bitterness, and then suddenly tasting tea with sugar again. Disgusting, overwhelming, unnecessary. Friends felt the same way to her. But she decided to keep her cool. So, she wrote nothing, shoved her books into her bag, and walked away, ignoring completely, at least trying to. After second period, she opened her locker again. Another line had appeared. Why did you turn away? Wasn't the book good? That was it. Annoyance turned into anger. Her hand moved fast as she scribbled back. Can't you just leave me alone? Go find someone else to play around with. She slammed the locker shut and walked off without looking back. At lunchtime, her thoughts spiraled. Who is this person? Why me out of everyone? Isn't there 𝗓𝗓 the queen bee? Isn't there Flora the cheer captain? Isn't there Chloe the student council president? So why me? After lunch, her throat felt dry, so she went to her locker to grab some water. She opened it absent-mindedly, then froze. She looked at the paper. There was new writing. The ink looked fresh, as if it had been written only moments ago. She leaned closer. It said something that made her froze.